Hello, hello! Thanks for tuning in. My name is Nurse Jep once again, and I'm here to present another interesting topic, working as a nurse in the UK. And this is the top 5 reasons why you might not like to become a UK nurse. The purpose of the video is to provide guidance to the aspiring international nurses who wants to become a UK nurse and give them insights, ideas and realistic views what it is like to be working in the UK. So without further delay, let's start the list by writing in the first one, which is the priority, salary. If you prefer a minimum wage and you're contented with what you're currently earning back home, then UK is not for you. Because when you are in the UK, your salary can go up to 4 to 5 times more than what you're earning. When I was in the Philippines back then, I was earning 18,000 pesos, which is equivalent to 150 pounds a month. And when I came here, it quadrupled, or it became 5 times more than what I have earned when I was back then. Although you are earning a pound and spending a pound, as long as you keep a track of your expenses, as long as you keep the balance between your demands, your lifestyle, you can always save money. And earning a pound is always better than earning a peso. If that makes sense. So our second on the list is work-life balance. So, if you prefer to being overworked, feeling burnt out all the time, then UK is not for you, because when you are in the UK, you'll have work-life balance. In my work, I work as a full-time 37.5 hours, but I only work 3 times a week, and then 4 rest days. And then each work time will be 12 hours. So compared in the Philippines, which is 8 by 5, so you work 8 hours and 5 days a week. Here you work 12 hours 3 times a week, and you'll have 4 days or 4 days rest. But in the last part of the month, you might be working 4 times, for the fact that it compensates with the calculation to make it 37.5. But most of the time you'll have 3 12-hour shifts and 4-day rest in a week, generally, which is really compensating, especially if you have a family. You'll have more time with yourself, you got time for your family, and time to get energized to go to work. And also what we observed working in the UK is it's less people having gossips like what we have in the Philippines, like marites and all negativities. When you're here, you feel balanced. The people generally are kind, and me and my wife always describe UK as the Japan of Europe. So yeah, it's a good place to work at. Our next on the list is healthcare. So if you prefer to pay your own medical bills and to dictate your medical management, then UK is not for you, because in the UK we use a national health service and it's free for all its citizens. Although it's free, there are also drawbacks to it. So say for example, you come in with symptoms of UTI early in the morning, 2 in the morning. If it's severe, you can go to emergency department, doctors will get you checked and they'll dictate the management based on your disease or condition. If you have it minor 2 in the morning, you can just take some painkillers. There's an emergency number to call and they can advise. But if it's minor, you can just take some analgesia to temporarily manage the pain, and you can go to your local doctor in the business hours in the morning to get it checked. In the Philippines, when you got this insurance with you, 2 in the morning you get UTI symptoms, you go there, you tell them what you have, doctors will assess and diagnose, and you can request what tests needs to be done and what treatment needs to be done as soon as possible. So that's the main difference of having the public health versus the private health sector. Although in the UK there is also a private sector which is very, very limited, the prices are outrageously high that a normal individual won't afford or cannot afford at all. Next to the topic is traffic. So if you prefer traffic, then UK is not for you, because I'm not saying there's no traffic in the UK, it's just that when I live in East Midlands, and it's a province in the UK. It's about 2-hour drive from London, and we seldom have traffics in here. The transportation system in the UK is efficient in a sense that whether you are a public commuter or you got your private car, you don't have to worry about getting blocked. You might be having some delays, about minutes, but it's not hours. It's not like back home where you have to sit inside a car, inside a vehicle for about an hour or two just to wait for you to get to your working place. So back in Philippines, I was working as a nurse. I spent 3 hours preparation. So if I work at 7, I have to wake up at 4 in the morning, get everything done, ready, and then start to take the bus. And we call this as you have to be in your warrior mode so that you can navigate yourself to the public transport and safely to your working destination. So you have to budget 2 to 3 hours, depends on where you live and how much, how the distance of your work and at home. And also that's just one way that we're talking. So you have to allocate 3 hours going in, and when you go back home you also have to allocate 2 to 3 hours as well. So traffic is tremendous in home country, but in the UK you'll have traffic, but it only lasts minutes, and it's very light, I would say, compared to the Philippines. Okay, next to the topic is weather, the last one. So if you're the type of person which loves tropical weather, warm, not cold, then UK is not for you, because UK is generally cold. It's because of the fact that we got 4 seasons. So we have winter, spring, summer, and fall. And normally the average temperature the entire year is about 12 to 15 degrees Celsius. If it's winter, it come down to -7. And there is a snow in the UK. But it's not a sustaining snow compared to Alaska or to Siberia. On a cold month like winter, the temperature average will be about 4 to 6 degrees. On summer or fall can be 12 to 15 degrees, as I mentioned earlier. And on summer can be 20 to 25. And it's everything. So 5 important reasons that you need to bear in mind before you start working in the UK. I hope this video helped you, and I hope this gives you an idea about what's there in UK, what's to expect, what's reality, what's expectation. And I hope to see you next time on my next episode. Thank you very much for watching. God bless.